Hello and welcome back to the top four of the Tuesday Night Eternal on Saturday tournament series. We are now wrapping things, in the final stretch, wrapping things up. This is the top four. We have Male against Collector. So Midcrag versus various Black Book Argenport / FJS archetypes. The name of the day.
I have decided to christen it cheeseburger beef. So we've seen Tavrod and team put in quite a lot of wins today. This archetype is made of a bunch of old cards, but as far as the archetype itself is quite new on the block. And of course, Male with their Shadowless Nico Thread deck has been putting on quite the work as well. So it'll be interesting seeing these decks go head to head.
Let's head down the match.
Collectors sporting their the avatar of their
custom card
of Torque.
Yep, TBC now a card.
We see Male here with a somewhat slow hand, but it does have Nico, it does have Jack. Primal Etchings can go get a Sigil. It's a bit slow, but it is potentially keepable. What do you think?
Is extremely slow, but open deckless. So Male deciding, nope, he's going to take another look. But this hand might be even worse. Two power on the play. Male decides it's better than a 6.
I believe the previous hand, while slow, being on the play does help it a lot. Collector here gonna fire off a Crest on the draw, and we're likely to see one of the Lost Scrolls get fired off right away, trying to basically turbo out Tavrod as fast as possible. As you said, big units with endurance, very hard for Skycrack to answer properly.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, I see Collector just running away with this game because it's going to be turn 2 Lost Scroll, turn 3 Lost Scroll, Hidden Garrote to kill this Plunk, and then I have no idea, what Male will do.
Yeah, Male, they do have an Ice Bolt in the market, so that is a possible answer to Tavrod. However, this deck not actually running any copies of Display of Survival. So we see Male drawing another Primal Sigil, firing off the Plunk.
Of course, Lost Scroll going to go and grab a Shadow Sigil.
Yeah,
and now Male knows this Plunk's days are numbered.
Well, this Plunk will be able to get at least one attack off, draw a card, and Male will be able to know when to hold them for Nico in the case of an auto trade top deck. So there's some hope, but not a lot. They need to find a merchant. They need to find time to play a merchant and get an answer for Tavrod, because even a single swing for Tavrod generates just so much advantage for Collector. And indeed, we're going to see Plunk drawing a card there. And just as you predicted, Collector playing Hidden Garrote into another Lost Scroll. Well,
okay, the Nico Tread combo is here, but a 7 health Tavrod is definitely not, not something, the Nico Tread combo can deal with.
Well, the auto tread does grow with every cycle of the combo, so it is eventually possible for Male to just outsize Collector.
It's happening quick enough.
Yeah, we're gonna see Shrivel here. Collector not taking any chances at all, playing out the Magniventrix, putting as much pressure on the board as fast as possible. Male here stack on 3 power, not even enough influence to play the Collector, to play the Occultist.
So, Male had a, probably a pretty good draw, but the power and influence just did not get there.
Yeah, Male had an auto thread, a Nico, and a Dream. We're gonna see a treasure here being fired off. Magnivendrick swinging in for 6. Tavrod being played down. Mail can answer this Tavrod pretty cleanly.
One.
However, they do not have a proper follow-up, unfortunately.
Just the ice button pass.
Yeah, not only that, but Collector here being able to fire Argenport blueprints, crack it right away, get back Tavrod with Aegis this time.
Tavrod with Aegis. In case you thought he wasn't nasty enough before, now the Fatosaurus is even harder to deal with.
Yeah, what would that be? It would be like, would that be ranch sauce on the beef burger? Yeah, just gonna see a pass here. Primal etchings. It's technically power, but not the kind of power that Mel wants to see. They can play Kenna, but again, 4 powers is not enough to kill the Magnivendrix. Well, it used to not be enough, but now Mel might go for the Kenna play.
And you're priced into making the Kenna play if you're going to trade your Genev Merchant. But okay, here's the Aegis Tavrod you knew was here. And now the non-Aegis Tavrod you didn't know was there.
Pocket Tavrods from Collector. Mail's line of double blocking the Tavrods may not be ideal anymore. So what's this? An average of 3 cards for Collector on their next attack step?
A lot, and it is painful.
Yeah, we're gonna see 2 discards here from the Crafty Occultist. Mail finally drawing power. It might be too little too late, unfortunately.
When Mail needed it.
Yeah, an average of...
And yeah, there's the Magnivendrix, and Mail's just going to scoop him up.
Yeah, with an average of 2.5 cards being drawn per attack step on Collector's side, there's no way you can compete with that sort of card advantage, especially when you have not been hitting your power drops when they need to be.
Mail just kind of the victim of variance there. On to game 2.
On to game 2. Yeah, I think Mail not running any copies of Display of Survival is definitely gonna prove quite fatal for this matchup potentially.
Yeah, Display of Survival actually a main deckable transform card. Of course, the fact that the target is a Scaly Gruen, it irritates me so much because of Dinosaur Nest. But such is life.
We cannot have it all. Direwolf quite fond of reusing old iconic cards from earlier sets in new cards, and that's something I'm fond of as well. We see Collector with some Jade Horns in hand. Look at that, Pledge and Inscribe side by side, 2 brothers from different mothers.
Hey, if you want your deck to win, one of the most important things is to make sure you can play the game, unlike what happened to Mail last game.
Yeah, we see Collector here fire off a Crest to begin with. Mail, no hesitation, out of threat, start the Nico right away. Gonna meet a huge punish in the form of this Garrote.
Yeah, do you have the answer? Yes. Okay.
No. Crafty Occultist of the top. Unfortunately, Mail does not have the second Fire Influence. Going to fetch for another Nico Urban Hunter. Gonna keep the Serpent Hive in hand for a potential Frenzy trigger. I see a Lost Scroll Collector. No pressure here. They've answered the most pressing threat on the board. We do see the second fire that Mail needed. So we're gonna see Crafty Occultist loot away the 2 Nikos, which can then be frenzied by the Serpent Hive. So actually quite a lot of value being generated by Mail here.
Mm-hmm.
Treasure Trove from Collector. They can probably just play the Jade Horn here. Yeah. Treat you with Warcry. Contest the board just fine. Blocks just fine. So we see quite a lot of possible plays from Mail here. We see them get back the Nikos, likely going to market one of them to the Genev Merchant. And
Are reasonable lines.
Yeah, their market consists of Obstructive Flicker, Ice Bolt, Mirror Image, Elemental Fury, which is an interesting choice, and Helio the Skywinder.
So, call correctly, we saw Gozu also with a damage sweeper, except for Gozu, it was Lightning Storm. Mail opting to go with Elemental Fury, which would wipe his own board as well in many instances.
The idea, I suppose, is that once you get the Nico Tread going big enough, you can fire off the Elemental Fury without many consequences, and Gozu's deck is built around a similar idea where Lightning Storm will hit critical threats for your opponent, but not for your deck, as a lot of your units are X3s.
Right.
We see Collector here not hitting any of the big cows that they really want to see, unfortunately.
Knowing to hold him to draw for the turn. Silas is not going to Trove.
Not very exciting here. Gonna see a Serpent Hive being played just to the board. Generate pressure, start beating down, and off to the races. Jadehorn being let through. Mail here looking to use their superior air advantage to put pressure on Collector's life total, I assume.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, known die enemy absolutely destroying Mail's board advantage.
Yeah, so Plum doesn't really do much on this board. Knowing to hold him for another Nico doesn't really much, I think.
Mail's best play might likely be Helio and just trying to get trying to find some of the top of the board. Maybe
They rip Helio, draw power, holy it's undepleted, then you can edge the Helio for your image.
Oh, that might just you might have called.
The Bullseye draw and Collector on 7 power means Mail has a better option, which is just pass the power in case the Stormhawk plating's down, and if it does, be able to blow it up on the spot.
That is a potential read from Mail, so Mail needs to choose what to do, and they choose to hold out the Bullseye, which will get rewarded by this undepleted power draw from Collector.
Yeah, so if you're Collector, you just go for it. I mean, no.
They do not. They have the counter read. Oh, very rewarded with an exploit off the top. Might actually be extremely crucial by being able to cut off Mail's market access.
It's not the market access I go for Collector here. It's the Bullseye.
You want to ensure that the plating completely gets line, clears the board, and is able to start applying pressure to the life level?
That's what I would have gone for, but Collector has other ideas.
Yeah, it seems Collector is confident enough in their board advantage that they can just go into their market, get something to keep that advantage, and not be too worried about the Bullseye read that they have on Mail.
Region Tomb actually relevant on its passive here, but Kenna uncontained off the top.
Kenna actually putting Collector on the back foot quite heavily here. So we're gonna see Kenna come down right away. I assume eating one of the merchants. Interesting. I'm gonna see a space here from Mail. Undepleted power. Into Plunk, keeping up Bullseye and getting another Nico. Very, very efficient turn from Mail here. Magniventrix off the top from Collector. This is kind of an awkward turn, as Collector does not have the 8th undepleted power, so they cannot go sight into Magniventrix here. Gonna sabotage away that bullseye, which is likely going to go for the merchant here.
Defensible to go for the site.
No, it is indeed going for the Argenport blueprints on Collector.
Okay. Also defensible. No shortage of targets.
Indeed, those Argenport blueprints. Once Collector has fallen behind, they can very easily fill up their hand again with units that will just be better than the ones they played before.
Right. You know, if you're paying some power to draw cards, those had better be some very good cards. And your units with Aegis and Endurance, hey, that's pretty good for something that comes off of Seek Power.
Mail here with the Island top deck. So Stormhold Plating, if Collector is able to draw Undepleted Power off the top, looking very, very good in this board state. Mail choosing to keep the Kenna back, very reasonable. Tavrod off the top, that is probably not as good as Undepleted Power, but it is hard to get better on this board, as Mail does not have any Frenzy enablers currently.
Moment.
I say as Mail proceeds to top deck Auto Thread, I'm sure.
I mean, that would be nice to see. Okay, Jack.
Well, that is a Frenzy enabler.
Jack is indeed a Frenzy enabler. Discard one of these Nikos, go to the face, give Eileen Frenzy.
Swing in for 7. Draw some extra cards. Oh, and the Jex, we also get to see the Jex synergy with Nico itself.
Correct.
Another Kenna off the top. Huge draw for Mail here.
Okay, Kenna triggers.
Kenna gets back Mail's market access. And they can right away use it if they want to. I don't think there is a clear reason not to, personally. Yeah, we see their market for the mirror image, so they would be able to play Kenna into mirror image for yet another Kenna, absolutely obliterating Collector's board state.
That's this 5/7 Magnaventress. I mean,
the 5/7 Magnaventress is presenting a considerable threat to the board, and it seems that Mail does agree and is going to go fetch an answer for that from market. The Stormhold Plating draw, so awkward for Collector here.
Okay, there's 2 armor, making this Magnaventress swinging in as a 7/9. It's just going to eat a chump block? I'm not sure about that one.
Mail waiting on the Ice Bolt did get a little bit punished by the Stormhold Plating, but Tavrod comes down and is unfortunately going to get immediately Ice Bolted. And
okay, do we see a channel from Eileen?
Eileen's ultimate is currently at least 8. So we're gonna see Channel the Tempest from Eileen's ultimate, 6 to the Dome. Down to 2 from Collector, enabling Eileen's Frenzy. And Collector, Collector can clear the air, right here.
Okay, clear the air a bit, but not before smashing in with a Magnaventress.
Yeah, Magnaventrix forcing a chump, also very good for Collector's board side. Mail no answers for this Stormhold Plating, at least not at fast speed. The Jack, however, will be able to break it very easily. Getting a Primal Sigil for the Jack with the no one to hold them.
Lethal.
For lethal. Getting lethal in style, one could say.
Yeah, no one to hold him, still good.
Yeah, no, turns out even if you cannot play the card, getting cardboard out of your deck, the exact cardboard you need when you need it, is still quite powerful.
Yes, it is. On to game 3.
Yeah, we're gonna see game 3 here. These have been quite close matchups, very back and forth from both players.
And we just received word from coverage, from production, that Jez has actually taken the match over Gozu, I think. That's unfortunate for Gozu. Congratulations to Jez.
Yeah, Jez on a build of FJS midrange. Unfortunately, not to see Gozu's Skycrag Brew go all the way, but I was very impressed with its performance.
Absolutely, could have just been variants this time. Once you get to deep into the running, at any point variants might just come and claim you. Mail Scott and Kennen to the top. I top that. This is who you play the deck for. You don't bottom Kenna when you see the power.
One of the auto trades out now to set up the jack play along with the Splunk, personally. Mail deciding not
the board
to play one
and
of
is
the
going
auto
to
trades.
find out that Plunkett not safe.
What is a 9-11 Magniventrix swinging in. Mail going to take it, taking full advantage of their full life right now. This cannot, however, being able to easily eat the Jadehorn for some easy board advantage on Mail's side.
Jadehorn. I think you auto tread Kenna you auto tread Jack the oh wait. Yeah, Kenna's gonna go after the Jadehorn, and then Jack and Auto Tread are gonna combine to take down this
This, however, interesting. Yeah,
that Jack is gonna get shriveled though. That prevents the treasure trove.
Yeah, this does so Mail not attacking with the Kenna to make the trade does play around the shrivel in Collector's hand, and actually means that the Kenna continues to stay on the board, which will be quite important for Mail going forward.
Absolutely. So now Collector is kind of an awkward spot. There are no clean answers to Kenna here.
Yeah, they can kill the Plunk and the auto threat, but those are not the threats right now.
I disagree about that because Mail is on very few cards left in hand, but Collector going after the auto tread instead.
Collector playing Styra's Eyes here with no summon discard. And Kenna's gonna eat that right away. Plunk getting in, drawing a card.
Plunk getting in, draw a card, and now two Kennas and a Plunk. This, oh brother, Collector has his work cut out for him.
Collector can potentially Styra's Eyes for a gavel, maybe stop the Kenna's ultimate, but that really isn't doing a lot.
No, Garrot answers the Plunk, but guess what? You still have two Kennas, breathing down your face.
Playing the torch in order to get it back with the Kennas. Collector staving off the bleeding with a shrivel.
Okay, what does this Hidden Road Smuggler get?
It will get a Nothing Remains, is my assumption. 2 cannons again, hitting face. I believe this is lethal, right? The cannons
Yeah,
get back torch.
get back to torch.
Yeah.
And torch for lethal.
Wow, that was a quick wrap up from Mail.
Yeah, Kenna just doing Kenna things.
Okay, we will be back shortly with the finals. That will be Mail versus Jazz. Stay tuned.